Hi. I thought, now that I'm back from my week in Auckland, that I would take you through the process of the development of one of my paintings. Now, I'm working on 7 at the moment, and I've just chosen this one, and I'm going to show you in a minute, because it's the one that's the least developed, but it's got some really exciting bits in it that I really love. And I might just talk you through what I'm looking at the moment, what my thoughts are about developing it further, what I want to keep. And I will sort of do this sort of diary video and pop it into the group as I go when I paint on it. So I'm going to show you now what it looks like, and I'll do a little bit of talk. Then I will paint, but I'll do it, I'll switch the video off to paint just because, well, I don't know what's going to happen and who knows, and actually I like listening to the music while I paint, and I can't record a video with music and put it onto Facebook because they won't allow me. They'll take it off. So that's the reasoning behind that. So yes, we'll just see where this goes. I've got no idea, and but it might be interesting just to track the process of this painting and hope that this is not the one that usually, there's always one that ends up being taken into the next lot to be finished later. Let's hope it's not this one. Okay, so this is the painting, and what I've got here, it's got lots of really nice texture in it. It's got lots of variety of marks, and I've scratched into the surface, so there's texturally it's really nice and it's working quite well. The colours I like, it's kind of a limited palette, but that's all working quite nicely. What I want to try and get going here is I can see this sort of big yellow shape that's coming through here. So I want to sort of, I think I need to define this a bit more. I like this big dark area here. I like that swoop of dark shape through there. I'm not so keen on this. I want to somehow take that back or limit it in some way, so I'll need to push that back. And there's some nice bits in here, but I think I want this dark area to be smaller because I want this to be large, that to be a strip, and that has to be quite different again. So if it gets too big, it becomes close to this shape, and that's not going to look good. So those are my thoughts at the moment. I want to bring some more dark through here, maybe contrast this off, make this lighter. I like this in here, so maybe I'll bring some of that colour into this as well, and up here maybe, so that there's a bigger contrast between this edge of this yellow shape that goes right across. Yeah, so those are my things. What I love about this, I like this little stripe here. I like this area here. I like these shapes that go across the top. Yeah, and I like the texture. So that's what I'm working with. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so I've just been painting away on this, and I've made some changes, as you can see. Made this whole area dark. I'm not actually sure whether I'm going to keep it like that. Yeah, it's still wet. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like that shape as the darkness. But anyway, it's kind of, I've reduced it down to now 3 things. Big dark shape, dark strip, and this sort of more detailed area here. I'm really happy with that. I like the way that's working. For a while there, that to me was looking like a head. And it still does really, and I quite like that sort of ambiguity, whether that's, so I was going to have that as a head, and she kind of looks like she's puckering up, like she's kissing. So I was going to make this sort of look like it could be a man's head, but that could be just getting a bit ridiculous. But anyway, I don't know. it's just open to interpretation really. So I'm not quite sure what's going to happen with this. But what I do know is that this and this it's dark and contrasty, but that's too similar to this. So I want to somehow make that different to this. Not quite sure how I'm going to do that. I think it's all got to do with maybe bringing in some mid-tones into this area up here. But I still want to keep those strong shapes, but I think that can be achieved. I liked this area. I mentioned that I like this area, so I've cleared out things around it so to make you focus on that little spot so that there's not so much action going on around there. So that's one thing I've done. And I've used this line to bring you over here. So texturally it's nice, I like it. But I'm just going to have to leave it for a bit and let it just sit while I think about whether I like this. I'm liking this area, but whether I make this a shape, a different type of shape than what we've got and anywhere else, I'm not sure. I'll have to have a think. Anyway, so that was quite a good little painting session. I'll get back to it another time. When I get back to it, I'll record something for you so you can see the progression of it.